7.5 magnitude quake caused widespread damage, triggered tsunami warnings, and 4-foot tsunami waves.
Defense announced Operation Prosperity Guardian and the formation of an international coalition of countries to counter these threats.
Full members of the BRICS.
The United States has now begun a series of retaliatory strikes following that deadly drone attack that killed 3 U.S. troops in Jordan. ABC News has learned that 85 targets...
A commercial lander named Odysseus.
As our equipment is on the surface of the moon, and we are transmitting.
Solutions to Odysseus.
Stories from Haiti. The Caribbean island nation is in chaos. For days, Haiti's capital. Today, 2 prisons were besieged, but 4,000 inmates were let loose.
In Gaza City.
They say it was self-defense. Palestinians say it was a war crime.
Breaking news, Sweden is now officially a member of NATO.
Vladimir Putin celebrating a landslide re-election victory after 3 days of voting that offered no real...
Moscow, where a shooting attack has left at least 40 dead and over 100 injured. That's according to Russian state news agencies.
Breaking news that you started with, Matt, overnight in Baltimore, Maryland. A portion of the Francis Scott Key Bridge has collapsed. You see what happened down into the harbor. That large boat collided with the bridge around 1:30 this morning.
Israeli strike has destroyed an Iranian embassy building in the Syrian capital, Damascus.
A 7.4 magnitude earthquake has rocked Taiwan. That quake killing at least 7 people injured.
Welcome to live coverage of the celestial event of the year, the total solar eclipse. Today, NASA and the Great Lakes Science Center is hosting this free outdoor event for the community to experience the total solar eclipse. We will follow the moon's shadow.
Iran launched a ballistic missile attack against Israel that began moments ago. Those missiles heading directly toward Israel right now. Anticipated.
Battered Gulf states causing flash floods, with some places recording a year's worth of rain in a single day.
The Minister of Haiti, Ariel Henry, has resigned.
Of heavy rain in southern Brazil, and more than 100 are missing. Another 122.
Extreme flooding out of Kenya. Officials say 40 people have died in western Kenya.
The extreme solar storm now crossing North America with the strongest forecast to hit the Earth since 2003. So let's break it down.
These are the images rocking the Middle East this morning. The charred remains of a helicopter, its tail partially intact.
Deadly coup attempt in Congo continues to raise questions.
Donald Trump has been convicted in his hush money trial in New York City.
India lift the World Cup. The man, Sachin Tendulkar.
Boeing's Starliner capsule to the International Space Station. The first time ever Starliner.
Ongoing issues with the Boeing Starliner. The Starliner crew, you'll recall, has essentially been...
It's a night of triumph for Spanish football fans here in Berlin.
Police stampede, hundreds killed on a sacred day.
WikiLeaks founder Julian Assange has been freed from Belmarsh prison in the UK.
The shooting at former President Trump's campaign rally.
They said, take a look what happened.
An attempted assassination. The suspected gunman...
President Biden announcing he will not continue his run for a second term in the Oval Office.
Atop the podium.
It's close. Jamaica just outlead him, so they...
World that her son won. The United States is recognizing the opposition candidate.
Unruly demonstrations fueled by disinformation.
Of Hamas, Ismail Haniyeh, we're getting reports, has been killed in Iran.
CrowdStrike says it identified a critical problem in its software and is working to fix the issue.
The biggest prisoner swap since the end of the Cold War has taken place between Russia and the West.
A plane with more than 60 people on board crashed in Sao Paulo earlier today.
Highly infectious disease Mpox is a global health emergency.
2 weeks ago, the Ukrainian military came barreling down this road. You can see an American Humvee there heading into Russia.
X to be shut down in the country.
Apparent attempted assassination of former President Donald Trump.
News right now, so 150 people. Israel said that it killed a senior commander of Hezbollah.
In Hurricane Helene's wake, devastation and destruction stretching as far as the eye can see.
Reeling from Hurricane Helene. CNN's Brian Todd is on the story.
We knew this was going to be a bad one. It took less than 8 hours to cross the Florida peninsula.
Tomorrow evening, Comet C 2023.
For NASA's Europa Clipper mission, a nearly 2 billion mile, 5.5-year journey to Jupiter's icy ocean moon.
That Hamas's leader Yahya Sinwar has been, quote, eliminated.
Following monstrous flash floods in Spain earlier this week.
Donald Trump will become the 47th President of the United States.
Turning now to Pakistan, where an alleged suicide bomber struck a political rally on Sunday.
The ICC at The Hague is showing arrest warrants for Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and former Defense Minister Yoav Gallant.
Bitcoin ETFs are going live on the NASDAQ and NYSE this week, which is really the big unlock that institutions have been waiting for.
Just spoke with the Prime Minister of Israel and Lebanon. I'm pleased to announce that the governments have accepted the United States proposal to end the devastating conflict between Israel and Hezbollah.
Hello, we start with breaking news from South Korea, where in the last few hours the political crisis has deepened as MPs voted to impeach the country's acting president.
French lawmakers apparently just voted to oust the country's prime minister in the first successful no-confidence vote since 1962.
Rebel forces in Damascus have declared the capital city free of longtime ruler Bashar al-Assad.
Sources tell ABC News a man in Altoona, Pennsylvania is being held for questioning in connection with the shooting death of...
In New York say they have arrested a, quote, strong person of interest into that investigation into the deadly plane crash in Kazakhstan. Experts pointing to signs that the airliner may have been brought down by
CNN has learned President Biden will pardon his son Hunter Biden.
Christmas market in Germany was turned into a scene of carnage tonight after a car plowed through crowds, leaving at least 2 people dead.
Flight 2216 was carrying 175 passengers.
39th President of the United States, Jimmy Carter, has died.